It's hard because she's supposed to be here.
That thought keeps Laretha Mann and her family up at night. It's a tragedy that cuts deep.
I can't believe he did it.
Her 10-year-old grandson is accused of killing his mother, Quiana Mann, at their home in the early hours of November 21st. Detectives say the boy told them he got the gun because he was mad at his mom for waking him up at 6 in the morning and that she would not allow him to order a virtual reality headset from Amazon.
On November 21st, Quiana Mann's 10-year-old son removed her gun from her locked gun safe after stealing the keys. Initially, the 10-year-old told police that he was twirling the gun in the laundry room where Quiana was doing laundry when it accidentally went off, striking her, killing her immediately. During a second interview, the 10-year-old told police that he'd gotten the gun because he was angry that Quiana had woken him up 30 minutes early and wouldn't allow him to buy a virtual reality set. In addition, the day after her death, the boy went on his mother's Amazon account and purchased the Oculus VR headset before later asking his grandmother where his package was. Milwaukee police arrested the 10-year-old boy and charged him with first-degree reckless homicide. He is currently housed in a juvenile detention facility and faces up to 60 years in prison if found guilty. His last court date was December 7th, where he was given a $50,000 bond. The boy's lawyer called the shooting an absolute family tragedy and said that she didn't think anybody would deny or disagree with that. Since his arrest, the 10-year-old has asked his family to come home to decorate for Christmas, something Quiana also prioritized to help with his psychiatric problems. Quiana's mother says she doesn't believe her daughter would want the child to be tried as an adult, and the family plans to do everything they can to help him. In their eyes, they do not believe the adult system will be equipped to address the needs of a 10-year-old child.
Pretty much just shaken to our core.
The headline went viral. A 10-year-old boy accused of killing his mother over a virtual reality headset. Now, this family wants to set the record straight.
I think the biggest misconception is that it was over a VR Oculus headset.
This Milwaukee family suddenly thrust into the national spotlight.
Some days are better than others.
We're not naming the boy per a court order. Last month, prosecutors charged the fourth grader as an adult with intentional homicide for the deadly shooting of his mother, Quiana Mann.
He calls daily, and we have talks. He's not expressed any remorse to me.
For the first time, Mann's sister and mother speaking exclusively with 12 News.
Everybody loved her.
Did you ever think your grandson, your nephew, would be capable of something like this?
But I knew he was capable of something, but not this harsh.
At the time of the tragedy, they say he was in treatment for behavioral issues.
It was recommended by his treatment providers that cell phones, electronic devices be limited because of the violent games that he was playing. So she was literally following his treatment plan when she decided to take his electronic devices, and that is what upset him.
Now, the boy remains locked up in the juvenile detention center awaiting his next court appearance, and it's exactly where his aunt and grandmother say he belongs.
We just don't know what his mental state is and what he's capable of.
We have to sleep at night, and he's a roamer. He likes to roam at night. So I don't know. I'd be a little scared.
Did you ever think your nephew was capable of this?
No. Absolutely not.
Rhonda Reed still has a hard time understanding why her nephew, according to prosecutors, planned the murder of his mother the night before.
He was upset about these devices being taken.
Rhonda says her nephew started going to therapy more than a year ago. He was diagnosed with mood and conduct disorder, and part of his treatment plan was to limit his use of electronics.
Do you think he, as a 10-year-old, understands what he did?
I don't think he understands the brevity of what he did.
From juvenile detention, Rhonda says her nephew has told her he's blocked out what happened that morning and shifts the conversation.
When he calls, he's just make sure all of my tablets and my laptops and everything that is mine is properly packaged.
Do you think he should be charged as an adult?
That's a really difficult question. I do understand how they were able to come up with that that type of charge.
He needs to pay for what he done.
Rhonda believes the best place for his safety and for others is in jail, but with help.
No matter what happens with him, I'm not sure that in this state that he would receive proper care anyway.
Both women say there is no closure in a situation like this one.
There are no winners in this situation.
Attorneys for a 10-year-old boy charged accused of killing his own mother last month, now as an adult, pushed the judge today to lower his bail. Bruce Harrison was inside the courtroom.
This was the first in-person hearing for the boy, and it's odd, if not troubling or jarring, to see grown men, deputies, walk a small child into a courtroom wearing a detention center issued T-shirt. But the fact is, he's accused of a terrible crime and he's been charged as an adult. The 10-year-old throughout most of the hearing sat quietly with his head down.
You understand we're in juvenile court, but this is an adult court proceeding.
Prosecutors have charged him with first-degree intentional homicide. Records indicate he shot his mother in the face after refusing to buy him a virtual reality headset.
The complaint alleges that the victim was shot at very close range in the head.
On Wednesday, the boy's attorneys asked the court to drop a second count of reckless homicide, calling it redundant. That will be decided next month. They've also asked bail be reduced to $100, the only money they say the boy has.
My team and I have spoken with him about his ability to post anything. He told us about piggy banks with savings that he had from gifts, from birthday gifts, and scavenging through cushions in the couch that he's been able to save up.
The judge did not reduce bail, keeping it at $50,000. If the boy is unable to post bail, he may remain in custody now and for the rest of his life if convicted of intentional homicide.